We are live.
Beautiful. Okay, I'm going in. Welcome back, ladies and blokes, to the Utter Bloke of Nonsense podcast, the American FPL podcast from the other side of the pond. I am Rabbit,
And I'm JJ.
and we are FPL fans, American FPL fans, making content that hopes to get away from the treacherous FPL creator echo chamber and bring a bit of humor to the game we all love, Fantasy Premier League. A lot to go over this week. A lot of people with pretty low scores. But the topics we're going to talk about this week are, of course, our results from this past game week 22, City's slip into obscurity. Is the FIFA World Cup, or not the FIFA World Cup, but the Club World Cup to blame?
The FIFA World
And
Cup is evil. No.
yeah, the FIFA World Cup is,
Low key
I
though.
mean, when they did that Winter World Cup, honestly, the Winter World Cup they should bring that back. But we
Yeah,
can,
that I mean in the snow in America, that'd be kind of sick.
yeah. But we're gonna talk about Club World Cup. Also, I want to have a discussion about DEF CONs. I'm gonna have a general
Okay.
discussion about DEF CONs. Are
Yeah.
should they stay? Are they making the game boring? I've
Interesting.
seen
Yeah, it is
I've,
an interesting discussion. I think it's changing the game
and
for sure, but yeah.
yes, it has drastically changed how we see players. And are we? I've also seen some content creators getting a little bit fatigued with their teams and just how the prem is going. But I feel like we've been talking about that. Just in terms of
Yeah.
the general play, I think it's been pretty uninspiring for the most part. Not a lot of goals. I feel like the last several weeks
No.
to go around.
It yeah, low scoring in like the literal amount of goals, but also there were just enough goals so that there weren't a lot of clean sheets, while
Yes.
also not having a lot of goals from like the people that players that people actually have in FPL. So
Hmm.
just an interesting combo that made for a very low average score game week.
Hmm.
As FPL Raptor said, it's a good week to have a bad week, and I'll get into my game week because
Yep.
I wouldn't call it bad, but it was mediocre at best. 38 points. I was 3 points off of a green, so it was a 3 point red arrow. And yeah, just looking at my differentials, you can kind of see why. I mean, luckily my threats didn't score well either, but Matty Cash was just a real flop, and that was the biggest L of the game week for sure. Marty Mukiele was actually one of the stars, one of the highlights of the game week. He got that assist. He got DEFCONs. He was really one of Sunderland's best players too. I'm actually kind of surprised that he didn't get bonus points because he played awesome. He looked really good all game. But Sunderland at the Stadium of Light, just an absolute wagon. I think from now on for the rest of the season, it's gonna be hard to not start Mukiele at a home game. I'm probably going to favor him over most of the other defenders at home, and definitely midfielders and forwards. I think I learned this week the midfield, especially. There's a lot of mid in the midfield. To, pun intended. But yeah, that was the story of my game week. Was my midfield was just painfully mid. Morgan Rogers really is just it's been a tough pick so far. It's tough hanging on to him. Honestly, even though I had a lot of midfielders who blanked, I feel like for some reason he's the one who I'm the most frustrated about. Maybe because I like love Foden as a player. Like I feel like I can't have that animosity towards him. And Rogers, former City as he is, I still am just frustrated with. He just I mean honestly the content creators are right. He takes a lot of long shots
It's
and it's
true.
awesome when it pays off, but they're just low XG and he's just such a boomer bust player because of that. So
Yeah,
it's
I think
frustrating.
has he only gotten an assist since we've owned him? Is that it's
Yes, he got that
that
assist. I think it was like the first or second week that we brought him in. So it's tough.
yeah, we were riding so high on those AFCON transfers. We were like, this is such a low risk
Yeah.
move. And but yeah,
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I guess there aren't a lot of midfielders. Like Bruno G was probably the pick.
yes.
But other than that, there weren't a lot of other midfielders that
Yeah.
have been like amazing that would have been his replacements. And like we both had Semenyo, who actually was probably the best midfielder in that time, or one of the best.
Yep.
And yeah, so it wasn't like we got rid of Semenyo for Rogers, but still, it's just like, yeah, I mean, Bruno G is better, Enzo's probably better. Like the list goes on and on. The fixtures are about to swing, so I'm not dying to get rid of Rogers, but at the same time, he's not essential at all. I don't think he's someone like if you have a transfer to burn and he's in your squad and you really want to bring in someone the likes of like a Bruno G or an Enzo, or even if you have enough for Bruno Fernandez, I think Rogers has got to go. So Rice, like, yeah, this he's not that high up on the list of the good FPL midfielders. But Arsenal defense did do quite well again. A snooze fest of a game, the 0-0 draw. Some classic Deitch ball going on versus Arteta ball. And yeah, a Deitch ball 0-0 is the most glorious thing I've ever
Yep.
seen. An Arteta ball 0-0 is terrible
War
and
crime.
should get him banned from
Yep.
football. So it was yeah, good versus evil, true battle, and I guess you could say the good guys won. Although,
Yes. Moral
yeah,
victory for Deitch. Yeah. For sure.
exactly, just a classic Deitch performance. So shout out. Gabrielle, like, I think that maybe FPL Towers heard us when we were talking about the weird bonus points last week because this week, I think he went from 0 bonus to 2.
He
Like they added on extra bonus points after the
yeah.
fact for him, which is wild.
He definitely, I can confirm, he went from 1 to 2. I don't know if he was at 0 at one point, but that would have been like, I know after the game, like the game was over, no one was getting any more points. Like he was at 1 bonus point.
Yeah.
Then, like
So
a night or two after, he was at 2. And I was like, what is happening? the,
yeah, so
the
yeah, this is
recalculation.
FPL is there's definitely some funny business going on behind the scenes, as we've discussed before. But you know when it benefits us, I'm not mad about it. I mean, Gabrielle. To be fair, I think pretty much all elite managers own him at this point, but I'll take it. I'll take that extra point. It helps. David Raya. I've kind of I mean, I guess he's had back to back good weeks now, so it's I guess easier to say. But I was definitely super down on Raya a couple weeks ago, and now because his fixtures are about to swing, and also because honestly he's been like a pretty fine asset, and I don't need the money. I feel good about Raya. Another clean sheet this week. He has a chance for a double game week in game week 24, which is just coming like right around the corner, really. Or wait, did I say 24? I think it's 26.
26. Yeah.
Yeah, so double game week 26. I think, I don't know if it's confirmed, but it's very likely based off of the FA Cup results. Um, League Cup, League Cup results. So yeah, chance for a double game week, which for a goalkeeper is awesome. I feel like twice as many games, like it's helpful for everybody, but there's limited ways that goalkeepers can get points. So more games for a goalkeeper is very nice. Um, yes. So then my midfield, basically, like I said, yeah, a lot of mid, pretty much all blanks. Rice got the clean sheet, which is technically a 3 pointer, but it feels like a blank. Um, Same with my forwards. I mean, almost as bad as Morgan Rogers has been Hugo Ekitike, who has just been. I mean, between injuries and blanks, it's just been a tough stretch here. He like it was tough against Burnley. I mean, it's one of the easier fixtures, Burnley at home, you'd think, but he didn't even really seem to get that many good chances, which was tough. I remember one where there was actually a really nice ball across the box from Frimpong, I think, and he it was just a little bit too far ahead of him, and so he wasn't able to actually finish it. And then yeah, there's the penalty, which Ekatike doesn't take. Soboslai takes, and Soboslai misses. And so yeah, just a tough game. I mean, I'm not mad about the Liverpool draw. It's definitely like drawing against Burnley. It's like all right, that as a Liverpool hater, I'm fine with that. But I wish. I mean, Ekatike not scoring in that game is crazy. And now I think the fixtures are about to swing too. So
Yeah, it is not looking good.
yeah,
Any
Bournemouth, Newcastle, City, next three. I will say that City that City game, he might score a hat trick.
looking good.
Honestly,
Yes,
our
looking good.
defense is so bad. I mean, we'll definitely have Mark Gay by then, so it'll hopefully be better. But it's been really just shambolic these past couple of weeks. Um, Honestly, really good bench performance too. I mean, Dubravka, I was never actually going to play him because Raya had a good fixture, but the 5 pointer's nice. Then just big mistake to bench Trev. I really thought that between Chelsea being in poor form right now and Bourne or uh, Brentford
Yep.
scoring a bunch of goals in the past 3 or 4 game weeks. They've scored like 15 goals. I really thought that this was gonna be at least one goal to Brentford, like maybe like a 1-1 or 2-1 type of game. Um, but yeah, instead Trev goes and gets the clean sheet. I think he got bonus as well,
Yep.
um, and he got DEFCONs. No, he didn't get bonus, but he got DEFCONs. 11 defensive contributions. And yeah, just tough. I mean, that's a really good performance overall from him. And honestly, like Mukiele, I feel like I'm at the point where I think Mukiele, Gabriel, and Chalaba are like kind of my nailed defensive three for the rest of the season. If they have a really tough fixture, I won't start them. But like next week, that is going to be my starting three, and I feel like most weeks those three are just like pretty good set and forget defenders because they're pretty good for DefCons, clean sheets, and also honestly all three of them get a good amount of goal contributions as well. So I like those three. I know like Chalaba is going to be very popular moving forward. He's in the top three for defenders in FPL now, and I think a lot of people are going to bring him in when the Chelsea fixtures swing. Starting, is it?
Well, they've
I mean, I
they've
guess
pretty
really
much
this game
swung.
week, Palace.
Yeah, they've swung.
So I feel good about him for sure. And then yeah, Diogo Dallo with one of the most unexpected clean sheets of the season. Um, Only a 5 pointer, but still, it's painful. I really didn't think that City would not be able to score against United, but that's just kind of how it's been the past couple of weeks, especially in the league recently. We just had trouble putting up more than one goal a game, and yeah, we couldn't even muster that. I think this is also Dallow's best points total since I brought him in like 3 or 4 game weeks
Yep.
ago, which is
Yep.
very sad. The one game I bench him that is like the worst fixture that he has on paper. But at the end of the day, that's FPL for you.
Yep.
And then yeah, Dewsbury Hall continues to be injured. I think next week is finally the week that I'll transfer him out, and I can't wait because he's just been sitting third bench for me for so long. It's been kind of painful.
Free
Um,
yourself.
yes, I need to, but I am gonna roll a transfer again this week. That's my plan. I'm basically going to start the same lineup that you see here, just flipping cash for Chalobah, and I'm going to hope and pray that City can turn it around against Wolves. Because if we can't, I mean, this season's probably already a wash, but if we can't beat Wolves at home, then like it's a new low for sure. Um, but we'll see. I mean, Mark Gay will be playing, so I think our defense will at least be better. But yeah,
Yeah, City
I'll
did
pass it
lose
over
to.
to FPL Rabbit.
Yeah. Well, just one note on City. I guess
Oh
we'll talk
yeah,
about City soon, but losing to Bozo Glimt today. But what I did realize is that that pitch is turf, so they obviously were not playing that hard. I'm
yeah.
pretty sure, like
That
it was turf.
interesting. I
Like,
do feel like Rodri purposely got the red. Like that felt
yeah,
very
he's like,
purposeful.
oh, not
I don't
getting
know if you
that
saw
that
it.
stick on the
Like it
turf
was
again.
literally two tackles within a minute of each other, and they
Hmm.
were both like clear yellow cards. And the second one, like you have to know if you drag a guy down like that, you're gonna get a yellow. I think made an executive decision. Was like, nah, I'm done.
Hmm.
But another thing about Bozo Glimt, just to I feel like to air my grievances a little bit slash maybe make an excuse. They um their like league season was over in October, maybe November. And so it's like the off season for them right now. But they're still somehow playing in the Champions League. So while Manchester City have played like 5 games in the past 2 weeks, Bodo Glimt haven't played a competitive game at least since they played Dortmund in November in the Champions League. So they've been resting and chilling, and like you could honestly really tell they just had way more energy than us. They were hitting us on the counter attack over and over again, and yeah, I mean the city guys are just very tired. We desperately need some rotation. I wouldn't be surprised honestly if Holland. I guess this is like sort of a captaincy conversation too, but like Holland
Good
could
special.
get hooked early against Wolves, or like I'm
Mm.
guessing he'll start, but like he's been pretty bad lately, and I think it's just because he's tired. So it's something to watch. And I think if I weren't a City fan and if I had like a bunch of transfers to make, or if I was thinking of wildcarding, I think a no Holland draft would be very tempting right now because you could just go like Cole Palmer. You could maybe bring in Ollie Watkins. Like I don't know. I guess the money. It's not like there's that much expensive
Yeah.
assets. Maybe you could just get like all the most expensive defenders and build a team around that. Bring Munoz in for when he comes back. But yeah, I just think that Holland right now is really struggling, and you could like it's not just that he's getting unlucky. Like you could really tell that he's just not in a good run of form right now.
He's bad.
And
Wow.
what's that? Yeah, he
He's
said he's
bad.
just bad now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost his mojo. Someone stole his mojo, like Austin Powers, a
Yeah.
time traveling twin of his. Um, but yeah, all right. I'll we can move on to the more brighter pastures of FPL with the nice
Yes.
green arrow.
Yeah. Finally, it's my first green arrow. It must be like 6 or 7 weeks. Honestly, that's what like. I don't think I'm even exaggerating. Like
Which
this
is
is
crazy because
miraculous.
honestly, you're not your rank isn't that bad. I think you're 12 points behind me. Like
Yes.
you are
Yeah.
you're close to being like a very fine FPL rank, honestly. So
Yeah, well, I mean, there's still a lot of games to play, so I'm still.
yeah, for
But
sure.
I feel like I've had the best rank gains when the average score is low. I feel like I have not hit like 80 points this season, or something like that. I guess 80 is high, 70. Even a 70 would go hard right now, but um. Yeah, well, I think it's mostly just because Holland has been blanking so much and Salah's a non-factor. But Moving
Yeah.
on, as you can see, I went ahead and brought in Bruno, who delivered big time. Probably could have had a goal, another assist, but at the same time, he still picked up DEFCONs playing a 10, which is crazy. And we could talk about it later, but the fanfare around United is sort of funny, and I can't wait for it to end because it will
Yeah.
come crashing down. But
It's pretty stupid.
Pickford came up big. Somehow he's the highest scoring keeper in the game, I think, for some reason. Um,
Yeah. No, I think he has been for the past 3 seasons. People were
he
saying
has
this,
been.
which is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. And now he's on track to do the same. Anderson got very unlucky conceding at the end to Leeds. Leeds have been such a I feel like my team whenever I pick my team for like the week ahead and I see Leeds, I'm like, oh yeah, that should be fine. And I've come out on the losing end so many times on that fixture. Like if it's a home or away, they've just been like spoilery as hell, which has been really annoying and yeah, that's been tough. But the threats flopped, other than Raya, but I'm okay with that because Pickford is clear. Um, they both have very short arms, and one one is better. We love Pickford. And looking at the rest of my team, yes, Timber and Gabriel. Timber with 5 is fine. Gabriel with the cheeky bonus points, of course. Bruno, as I mentioned, 14 DEFCON. We love to see it. Semenyo, Rice, Rogers, Blank. We have those players. Wilsinho, very painful, but he looks like he's pretty much playing a striker role
Yeah.
pretty
Well, yeah. I
consistently
mean,
now.
also
So
like every Newcastle or every Fulham attacker got injured in the last game. So if they're
mhm.
gonna score goals, it's like going to be him. Or I guess they have some guys
Iwobi
coming
might be
back from
coming
that form
back in
too. But still.
Chukwueze, but
But yeah,
yeah, I
Smith
mean,
Rowe and I think Lukic both got injured that game. So
oh, Smith Rowe injured. You don't say. Yeah,
yeah,
but
first time for everything.
really, Ekatike blank. Yeah, I mean, I just need him to outscore Thiago over the next like 2 or 3 weeks, and I'll happily break below a little bit below even on that bet, you know. But I think I just gotta keep him. I mean, I don't have 2 transfers to use up the funds that could go towards a better midfielder, but yeah, Holland blanking, and we have a fresh City
Yeah, the
Gahey on the
quadruple
bench
up.
here. Yeah, I can't get away from this quadruple up. It's I almost if I really hated well, I mean I transferred out Foden for Bruno, which was the ultimate move of the week. But uh, if I was a real sicko, I could have really had the quintuple going into this
Yeah,
week, which against Wolves, I was building
it would
towards it.
honestly, the Wolves game's pretty good, but I'd still think it'd be a bad time to have a quadruple up. This is
Yes.
like the low point of the season for City, so getting rid of
Yep.
Foden was very smart, and I guess you can wait and see with Gahey, but I would probably lean towards getting rid of him too, just because our
Well,
defense is so bad.
looking forward to my transfer for this week, which I will probably use. It's gonna be O'Reilly to Trev. Pretty.
Yeah,
It's pretty much confirmed. I'm just waiting for Trev not to get injured tomorrow, and then it'll happen. Yeah, I have just enough money to do it right now, and like also it depends if he rises in price, which he's not set to, but people are transferring him in. So I am watching that closely. I'm actually going to check right now just to make sure he's not rising. Yep, no, not yet. But Bruno Gomes is for some freaking reason. Uh,
weird. Oh, good.
that's
Well, the
so weird.
fixtures are kind of swinging. They're
Yeah.
they're not that good, but they're I forget who they played last week, but like that was
Hmm.
a tougher fixture. And now, oh yeah, wait, no, Wolves. No, their fixtures aren't really swinging. Honestly, their fixtures are getting worse. I was
Yeah,
thinking
they have
about
been good.
United's fixtures swinging. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know why people are bringing in Bruno G.
I think he's like sort of a. Uh, I mean, there's not a lot of great midfield options, and I guess he's just like one of those midfielders that can get like a easy 10-pointer as long as he scores a goal.
Yeah,
Like, but yeah, speaking of, I guess we could talk about uh where we lost out on some points here. Verts,
Verts is
he's
good
actually so I'm not gonna go that far. But
for FPL
but
at the very least.
yeah, sure, yeah.
I feel like he's the
Um,
best Liverpool FPL asset. Honestly.
I still, I mean, there's not many, and it would be
Yeah,
different
this is
if
true.
if Bozo Sly scored that pen. I think we'd be talking different. But it is sort of
Yeah.
funny how the like content creators were big on Bozo. Then he gets a 0-pointer and misses a pen. That's
No,
pretty great.
FPL Raptor had Lefay and Bozoslai, and they've both missed pens in the past two game weeks. So that's crazy.
That's
I
what the pen
he
merchants get.
he's just not. Honestly, I don't think Soboslai is a good asset. I'm not gonna lie. He's just like he doesn't really score or get assists.
Yeah,
And
no, he's
if
like
he
more.
gets
Yeah,
pens, that's the only route. And now Salah's gonna be back, so that is not really gonna be a thing either.
yeah, he's like not. I mean, he's good, but he's never been like, oh, he's gonna get 10+ goals, 10+ assists this season type of guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's like good in the like. I mean, he's like just sort of in the build-up phase. He's really good, and yeah, he runs around a lot. That's the issue.
He does
But
cardio, but in a good way.
yeah, yes. Enzo, yeah, when you mentioned it last episode that I could have gone from Dingleberry to Enzo and I was point one off, I did feel bad because I knew that was probably the right move instead of getting Wilsinho, but that's just what my funds allowed for. But yeah,
Yeah,
I think
fair.
it's easy to say in hindsight now, but I think that, yeah, Enzo was definitely the pick. And yeah,
Tavernier,
I
low
guess
key.
it's Tavernier. I
Tavernier's
mean,
cooking.
he did get hurt, I think.
Oh, all right. I did not watch that game, so that's
I
tough.
didn't watch it either. I was just
Then
looking at
James
FitWab and I saw
Brooks.
that, but that's it.
James
Oh, I
L.
don't know.
Brooks.
I mean, what if I go from Ekatike to Krupi real quick?
I think
But
that's what I want to do in next game week.
yep, I'm going
Ekatike
Holland
to
to Krupi.
Krupi, Foden to Bruno,
Mm.
Semenyo to either Enzo. I mean, maybe Tavernier, but if Tavernier's injured, then probably not. Probably just Enzo.
Yep. And look at this row of
Yeah,
strikers here.
I don't think any
Ugh.
forward scored. I mean, Mecha, but I don't
Uh,
think anybody has him.
Actually, I got the wrong Wilson because Callum Wilson did score.
Yeah, Callum. That's true. Callum Wilson did score.
Callum Wilsinho.
Oh, and Katsulis,
Oh yeah, the
the
Greek
Greek
guy.
guy,
Yeah. I,
unbelievable
I
goal.
I don't know if he's a striker or a midfielder because Huchela be playing midfielders at striker all the time.
Yes, that is true.
Um, but yeah, that's pretty much the game week, I'd say. Like good for me. We're gonna get Trevin, and I don't know if I'm gonna start Bruno. I don't think I could start him against Arsenal, unfortunately. But I
No, you have to
do.
start him. I mean, if they win the penalty or something, like I would bench Rogers against Newcastle away
That
over Bruno.
that is the type of game where Villa just like look really
That
good
is
though.
true. That
Like
is true.
it's tough. I mean, I have to
So
see
you're
who
starting Gay? I don't. I honestly would not start Gay.
um let me see. I have
Oh, child, no, because Trev comes in for O'Reilly. So never mind. Yeah, you
Travis
can
coming
bench
in
Gay and
for
still
O'Reilly.
have this lineup.
If my thing will load, it's not loading. Um, let's see who I got. I think I do. Yeah, well, if I transfer out O'Reilly, yeah, I put Trev in. I have Anderson against Brighton. I mean, I'm gonna start my Arsenal. Like, I'm gonna start Semenyo too. I don't think Semenyo's
Yeah,
like he's probably
I
gonna
think that's a
score if
good.
Holland
That's worth
doesn't.
it.
Like,
I
yeah,
would start
and
Fernandez over
Bruno.
Anderson.
I mean, Fulham have been like, I guess defensive. I mean, I guess the injuries are starting to catch up to them. But defensively, I feel like they've been close to clean sheets very recently, and like they shouldn't have
Yeah, but
conceded
Brighton
against these.
score.
That's pretty
Brighton
bad.
Brighton always put one on the board,
Yeah,
and I feel like Bruno against Arsenal, he'll probably get Defcons at least, and at that point he's like around the same score as Anderson. So
I just don't like. It's Arsenal away. It could be a 0-0. It could be.
yeah, it's fair. I
uh,
mean, he could get bonus points from that. You never know. But yeah,
chances
I
created.
I would start him. I mean, I don't know, especially because he's an expensive asset. Like I
Mm,
think I think Bruno's someone who you start every week and you just roll with, especially because he's a differential now too. Like if he does
I
score,
guess.
he's
Yeah,
getting you big green arrows. So
yeah. You've talked me into it. I'll start
yeah,
Bruno
yeah.
over a shitty
If he
defender. Yeah.
blanks, we can come back to this clip, and yeah, it's my fault. But I'm very confident that I mean even if he doesn't do well, I think it's the right decision to start him.
hmm
Um,
Um,
let's see.
fixtures.
Yes, actually, I wanna FBL.team. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna share my transfer plans. This is something that we haven't really done before, but I do think
Mm,
because I'm rolling transfers, it actually is like an interesting discussion to have. So let me just get my team up. Shout out to FBL.team, the transfer planner. I am using
yes.
the free version, so no,
We love
yeah,
the
we will
free
not.
tools.
The content creators will love to try to get you to use the premium version of FPL.team, but could not be me.
Or just uh, Fantasy Hub.
Yes, Fantasy Football Hub, the AI. I mean, I really need AI tools for FPL. That's like the most
Yeah,
ethical use of AI possible.
yeah. I'm
Um,
gonna boil a lake to tell me
yeah,
that I should transfer in Bruno.
yeah. To give like the worst projected points total
I,
ever for like expected points.
the
Um,
worst.
yes, here's my lineup. Actually, this isn't even right. I would start Chalaba, but right now I do have the money for it. I am thinking of going. Oh, Mateus Mane. So yeah, it's going to be Foden. Oh, keeping Foden. Interesting. This draft is
Mm,
different than I thought. I think at this point I probably would be getting rid of Foden
I think you gotta get him.
and well, I guess that's the decision. I have to keep one of these midfielders. Maybe I keep Semenyo. But yes, I would I would go from Foden or Semenyo to Bruno, and from Dewsbury Hall to Enzo, and then from Ekatike to either Mateus Mane or Krupi Jr. I still am. I think Mane is like an amazing player. I think he's super good for a young player, and I'm a big fan. But I think as an FPL asset, Krupi Jr. is a lot better. Like Krupi Jr. actually, I was looking at just some stats for the Premier League, like not FPL, but just like literally just league stats, and he's Krupi Jr. is up there for goals. Like I think he now that Semenyo's gone, he has the most goals for of any Bournemouth player.
Yep.
And I mean, he's really good. He was one of the best players in Liga last year. I forget what team he played for, but yeah, he's just a legit very good player who I think will factor into Bournemouth season this season, especially as they have less attacking depth. So yeah, I'm happy to bring Krupi instead of Mane, but
Hmm.
yeah, that's my plan. We'll see. I mean, I feel FPL Raptor was talking about how like if your rank is bad, you like need to get ahead of it and like wild card basically and like get ahead of all the transfers that people are making, which I don't
Hmm.
think is a terrible philosophy. I think it makes a lot of sense if you're trying to climb in rank. But my counterpoint is I think I want as much data and information as possible before wildcarding and before like making transfers in general, which is why right now for me I'm happy to roll because I want to see how how are Chelsea right now actually? Are they still like is Rosenior actually the real deal?
Yeah.
Is the motivation tactic of having guys wear stickers on their foreheads saying energy builder? Is that a legit? I don't know if you saw that. That might have
Well,
been fake news.
I saw the Lego thing. He's a Lego guy.
Oh, that's
He's-
awesome. All right. Well, did he wait?
oh,
Was he
come
doing
on.
something with Legos at like practice
He's
or?
like, oh, I'm gonna have the team build Legos together or some Mickey Mouse
That's a little
garbage like
weird.
that.
I love Legos though, so I don't know.
Legos are
I mean,
cool.
I don't think that actually is very Graham Potter coded. So
It is
that does
Ted
make me a
Lasso
little bit
Graham
worried.
Potter garbage. Yeah, like I don't like it. No.
Like,
But
do you remember how Graham Potter would like make them do like dance lessons and like do karaoke together and like
it's so bad.
it works. It works when I mean I think it does work if you're like for like a Swedish like up and coming team, and it works even if you're a team like Brighton where the vibes are awesome and you're like have the best recruitment in the world basically, or at least like one of the best recruitment strategies in the Premier League. And then once you go to a club like Chelsea where there's actually a lot of pressure and big wigs that are breathing down your neck, it gets a
Yep.
little tough. So yeah, the I really like Rosenior as like a guy, but I fear he does have a little of like the Graham Potter Arteta, just like weird like metaphorical coaching strategies that they think they're honestly yeah I think they might just think they're like way more clever than they are in some of these ways.
Well, that's why I hate the owners. They love hiring these managers that are just like they're just PR farming it.
Yeah.
You know, like they did it with Potter, and like I sort of bought into it for a second. I was like, okay,
I'm still bought into
okay,
Potter. I think in the right
yeah, you're still
situation.
bought in. I'm holding
Just
on.
find the right
Yeah,
situation.
yep. I'm never selling my Potter stock, but yeah. Well, I mean, they sacked my goat, and I mean that was there's no coming back from that. But I was just like, okay, maybe Potter can actually salvage somewhat of the situation. Like, we're not gonna win the Champions League or anything, but yeah, maybe like he gets us playing a different style that is somewhat entertaining, I guess. But yeah, that was all PR, and then somehow Maresca like beat the PR machine for the most part
Yeah.
until it broke him down, and then
Well,
so,
it's
yeah.
funny because they kind of alternate between PR guys and like actual serious managers. Because like Tuchel, I would say like I guess he can kind of lean into the PR, but really he's like a more of a serious
He's a
manager
no
who like
nonsense guy. Yeah, that's why I mean he
exactly.
didn't like the owners because they were all nonsense. Yeah.
And
So
yeah, so like yeah, Tuchel not PR, Potter PR, Maresca not PR, Rosenior PR.
Well, there was
So,
Poch, who was both.
oh yeah.
He was both.
Wait, what is he PR or not? Honestly, I can't tell.
Well, I think he's okay with being a punching bag. Like,
Yeah,
like he's a
that
guy
is
who's been
true.
he's sort of like working at Spurs for that long and getting them like a modest level of success.
He
And
cooked with
then
them for real.
yes. Yeah, like I mean, he developed that squad to its like peak with the little resources he had, and after all that he gets sacked and the and then yeah, comes to Chelsea just for round two, for to deal with our crap owners, and like yeah, he like I guess eventually he walked away, so he couldn't deal with it also, but yeah, Poch I would say was like a little bit of both because yeah, I do remember some BS PR things about him, like he was just like, oh, he keeps lemons on his desk because it absorbs bad energy or whatever. It's like
That's hilarious.
some Ted Lasso garbage. So
Yeah, that
yeah,
is Ted Lasso-esque. That's tough. I don't know if you saw the rumor that Poch, after the World
might
Cup,
leave.
might go to Spurs.
Yeah,
I
Spurs
mean,
fans want him back.
honestly, it'd be good for Spurs. I mean, I don't know why Poch would want to subject himself to that again,
Well, I
but
mean, there's Levy's gone.
that's
Things
true.
could be changing.
But I don't know. Like this
But
Frank has been a disaster,
that's because
and
Frank. We knew this. Frank
he's
is a
assistant
mid-table manager.
manager.
He's a
Yeah,
mid-table manager.
it is kind of crazy. I mean, are they playing in the Champions League tomorrow? This like if they lose in the
It
Champions
should
League.
be.
They beat Dortmund. Oh,
Oh yeah.
Solanke's back. All right, with Solanke back, they could cook. Solanke is such a Frank coded striker.
So Blanky. Nah.
Yeah, so Blanky FPL. But no, actually, that would be such a good like if you're just like fuck it, I'm just gonna take the biggest punt ever. Bring in Solanke as a striker. Oh man, I'm tempted. Instead of Krupi Jr., I might see if I can do Solanke
You're gonna
in
turn your
FPL.
punt into a 60-yard field goal with that
Yeah,
one. It's like
we'd be looking like the Jaguars kicker, kicking it from behind half. The problem is he's 7.2. He really isn't as
that
cheap
is
as he could
so
be.
expensive. That
Yeah,
is so
I
expensive.
think
Jeez.
Richarlison is like at least like
He's a cut the
five less than
price.
that.
Yeah, he was like
Richarlison is
6.7 or
6.4. Yeah, he's
6.8
almost
last
10.
time I checked.
But Richarlison is out until April, so Solanke, the
Oh,
minutes should be pretty
secure.
clear for Solanke if he's able to stay healthy, which is like
I
the
don't even
biggest
know why
if
he was
ever.
out. Why was he even like? What injury did he have?
I think it was a knee injury, but yeah, he was out for an extended. Well,
It
it
was a
wasn't
really
actually as
long
long as
time.
I thought. Oh,
Wait,
that's
what?
why. Because he was like sort of out to start the season, and then he comes back and like he was like recovering from an injury, and then he got injured again.
What? I don't remember
I mean,
him
his
playing at
knees might
all.
just be destroyed at this point.
Yeah.
But he did score against Dortmund, so shout out. This is also a wild lineup. Jed Spence left wing.
I mean, it's better than him playing. Well, actually, no. He should be playing right wing. What? Well, they
Well,
should
yeah,
put Poro.
Odebear also Ode. Yeah, that's weird because Odebear can like has played on the left a lot too.
They should put Poro at right wing and then Jet Spence at right back. That would be sick.
Could be good.
That'd
Although
be sick.
Poro's crosses from
Deep
like kind of
areas,
deep
yeah, yeah.
are really really good. Like the cross that
But
he had this in the game against West Ham was nasty.
yeah, he's just bad at defending though. It's like it's
Yeah,
horrible.
he's like actually. Yeah, this is why I don't want City to get him because I mean he'd be good for our attack, but I like we have some guys like not really our defense honestly, but some of our midfielders are like just not the best defensively. And we usually only have like four or five players who can defend actually well on the field at once, which is why we'll sometimes score a lot of goals or concede a lot of goals. And so Porro at right back, like at this point, Mateus Nunez is such a better, like not all around player, but purely defensively, Mateus Nunez just clears him by a lot.
Yeah.
And like the offensive stuff with Nunez is pretty good too. So I would say this is like at this point this is a tangent, but one of the bigger reasons why City have been really bad the past two games is not having Nunez. Honestly,
Mm.
and I Rico Lewis, like awesome guy, super cool. Like I'll always root for him because he's a City guy, academy guy. But he's like just defensively, he really has been quite awful in the past couple of games. The door Google that should never be a goal. Literally, like it was a weak cross, and it. I mean, to be fair, it's not just Rico's fault because it's not just Rico's fault because any of City's defenders could have claimed that cross. But for some reason they leave it, and Rico Lewis, who like could have just ran onto the ball and done anything with it, instead just kind of stands there, and Dorgu gets past him and finishes a very easy goal. It was just kind of embarrassing defending. But
Yeah,
no,
City,
I
I
would
feel
say
like,
one of the biggest reasons why we have struggled these past couple of games is that Nunez on the right has been
yep.
somewhat of a revelation this year, and he's a key part of this team for sure.
City have
Um,
like had like all out attack players for like so long,
yeah,
and now they're not scoring goals. It's really good.
exactly. We need in order for this team to work, we need to score, and also we need to have like the threat of scoring. And I think right now, like Bodo Glimt, like teams need to be scared of us for lack of like a better description. Like Bodo
Yeah.
Glimt, they were
Pin
not scared of us at
back.
all. They were like,
Yeah.
oh, these guys are like they can't score more than a goal a game. So if we just push them, and anytime they're pushed forward, we can get an odd man rush against them. Then
Mm-hmm.
they're able to put three against us, and honestly, they could have scored more. So I think there are definitely some tactical and personnel issues going on with City right now. It's tough for sure. Um, and yeah, just I mean this back line, it's really like just pieced together. So it's hard to really be too critical against them, but it's definitely not good enough. And I especially feel bad for Max Elaine, who I actually do think has looked pretty good given that he's 20 years old and like he's literally been thrown into action from like he was on loan to Middlesbrough and he literally just got thrown into this situation. I think he's been solid, okay, but I just feel bad because it's not fair
Mm-hmm.
to a young player to like be thrust into this dire situation. Um,
I think if
but
Rico
yeah,
Lewis grew out his hair again, he'd be a little bit better.
honestly, yeah, the Rico Lewis with the afro is iconic, and actually, I mean, he was all right. I guess he was pretty good this game. He is best at this role, like a box to box /10.
Like, yeah.
It's just tough because when City's all healthy, we have too many guys who are good and better than him at that. So he really like won't crack the lineup, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think he like I hope he has the future in our team because I really do like him, but it's been frustrating lately, and it's not all his fault. It's just that we don't have a lot of depth, and he's had to be put in these positions. But yeah, there's my City rant. Also, it's crazy. Pep only used one sub for this whole game. It's like you guys are gonna suffer out there. I'm not even gonna like give you guys a rest. He played Holland 90. Foden not playing 90 is pretty good. Also, I do think that this game is actually really good for Semenyo, sort of gay too, because they're uh, we need both of them to be able to play 90 against Wolves, just because of our lack of depth. So I think Semenyo will start and get some good chances, and I think that Gehi, depending like our defense, I don't know, might not be the best, but Gehi will probably start and play 92 in his debut. So it'll be interesting. But yeah, that's the City spiel. I don't know. Do you have any thoughts on City? I just went on
No,
a
I
10-minute
well,
rant.
but
I feel
like
like
I do think that like City have had these mid-season slumps before, and they have been able to recover just due to a couple of signings. Like Semenyo obviously looks like it's gonna work out, and Pep likes him, which is important. Gahey on like uh was Ruben Diaz a winter signing? I feel like no,
no,
okay,
he
no,
was like a late summer signing. It
late
was
summer.
it was during the like we had played a game or two. I think it might have even literally been deadline day.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, it wasn't winter. But I will say, Mark Gahey is better than Ruben Diaz. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but I think that in our fully healthy 11, Gahey starts, and then Guardiola when he's back would probably be our other
Hmm.
center back. But yeah, that's a long way down the road.
But the power of one really good center back is pretty powerful. Just like I
That
would
is true.
say. So it could like yeah, we'll see. But I don't know if it'll like yeah, it's hard to say if it'll solve all the problems because the problems seem a lot right now. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. Also, Gay, it'll be weird. He's used to playing in a three. He's gonna be in a like sometimes City will defend as a three, but it's more like a two,
Mhm.
honestly. So it'll be tactically different. But I really do think he's probably been maybe like the second best center back in the Premier League this season behind Gabriel. So I have
Yeah.
really high hopes for him coming in
Yeah.
and pretty much instantly making an impact.
Hmm.
And like he actually, his passing will instantly be maybe the best for our back line. Like his passing is just unbelievably good, and he's able to like go up and pass through the lines and even get shooting chances himself or shooting chances
Hmm.
himself just from being in good positions. So yeah, I feel really good about that signing. I think that'll help.
Hmm. Man
Um,
United are back.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay. My Man United thoughts. I'll let you do the main spiel because I just talked for a lot. But people are really glazing Michael Carrick right now, and I do not understand it at all. He's been a caretaker before at United. Like we've already seen this, and I do think
Yeah.
he did pretty well for them. But it was like at the end of the season in meaningless games. And he himself has said that he's not interested in coaching in the long haul. So I just like, I mean, I guess there like are some rare circumstances where like you could you could not want to do it and still be good at coaching and still like
It's like
end up.
Zidane.
Yeah, Zidane.
He's
That's
like, I hate
exactly what
this.
I was thinking
I
of.
hate this job, and I'm gonna leave next year. But then he wins
Yeah,
everything.
wins the
He's like,
Champions
okay,
League
I'll
and the
do.
league.
I got. It's like I got one more in me, and then he's like, then he does it again.
um, but like, and even like in general, you can not like your job and still be good at it in like a lot of different careers. I mean, I think that's probably true for most people.
I think it takes the pressure off him for sure.
Yeah,
It's like,
but no, I
oh,
will
if you
say
hate
like,
me, I'm gone in 6 months or
yeah,
like less. It's like, yeah.
but Michael Carrick is, or sorry, being a soccer manager, I don't think is really a job that you can not like and be good at it because it's like so demanding. You have to actually like be the leader, and you have to like inspire these players. And so like yeah, I don't think it's gonna last. I think that they will probably finish like in a fine spot just because of the state of the Premier League right now and because of the talent that they have. Um, but they're. I don't even think they're in a top four battle, to be honest. I'd be surprised if they stay in that spot. I think they probably should be overtaken by Liverpool, and I wouldn't be surprised, even though Newcastle obviously up and down, like a little bit unpredictable. I feel like Newcastle can overtake them as well. Oh yeah, Chelsea. Like I think even though Rossinier is an
Yep.
unknown commodity, I think Chelsea should surpass
Yeah.
United as well. So
The carrot glaze is insane. It's also United got like three of their best players back for this match. So
yeah,
I mean, like people thought Amorim was turning a corner with like pretty much the same lineup other than Mainu, which admittedly was one of his greatest mistakes as United
yeah,
manager. I have no idea why he froze Mainu out, but like it's pretty much the same squad, like just a different formation, and people were just like, "Oh, he's actually starting to look good," and it's just like, yeah, when you have freaking Ahmad playing well and Mbumo playing well and Pruno, doing whatever he wants, and like Maguire at the back, very
yeah.
helpful.
And
It must be said,
honestly,
and
I feel
yeah, is it Martinez?
yeah,
Yeah,
Martinez, another
yeah,
player who was really. I was just surprised that he wasn't playing very much at all under
he's hurt a lot of the time.
Amarim. Yeah, he is super injury prone. But like, yeah, having him, he was amazing. Honestly, against City, he kind of pocketed Holland, and yeah, like it's pretty amazing when you're not playing like Eight in Heaven and like these
Nice.
like NPC players.
Yeah,
How good you could
Euro
look.
and Gullit, yeah.
Yeah. No, some there was a I saw a tweet from a United fan like a couple weeks ago, and they said Aiden Heaven is like probably the closest thing we'll see to a regular bloke off the street playing in a Premier League game. Which is one
He's
of the. I mean, I haven't really watched him enough to confirm or deny that, but it was just a fire piece of slander.
he's part of the bloke 11. We could have him in the
Yeah,
bloke 11.
I mean, yeah,
Uh,
I guess some people say some United fans are like, "Oh, he's been really good," and then some. I mean, he didn't even. Oh no, he came in the 90th minute against City.
I
20
mean, he's just,
million. What the heck? All right, these
that's
football.
fraudulent.
Yeah,
That's
that's
fraudulent.
ridiculous. Um,
I mean, they poached him from freaking Arsenal's academy. He could eventually be good, I guess, but it's just like he's
yeah,
like still too young. He needs like a loan or something.
for sure. Yeah, I mean, playing first team for United maybe could help, but yeah, I think he probably should go elsewhere. But
Practically
it is
championship level.
weird. Like I will say, I wasn't the biggest Amarim hater, but he froze a ton of guys out of the squad,
Yes,
and like
he didn't do
watching this
himself a lot of
game,
favors.
it what is it?
He didn't do a lot himself
Oh
like any favors. Yeah.
yeah, like you watch them this game, it's like oh like Manu is actually pretty good, and yeah, like I
Yes.
mean Martinez was injured for a little bit of that time, but like he's came in as a sub a lot recently, and like maybe he should start over some of these other guys. And yeah, it's just weird
Hmm.
that he was ham fisting a team into like a 5 or a 3-5-2 or 3-4-3 that just like clearly it didn't work. Even though that was like the most basic criticism of him, it does seem like it had some validity.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know if it was never like it was always the personnel and never the formation. Like
Yeah,
it's just like there's definitely a way to make it happen, but yeah, again, he just didn't do himself any favors. It's just like if you needed a midfielder other than Casemiro next to Bruno, why don't you just play Mainu? Like,
yeah,
or even
a hundred
Mount.
percent.
Mount can do it. Is it the best? But he can run. It's just like,
Mount was
yeah, it's
good.
just there were some solutions that I don't think he tried and like really stuck with. Yeah, and Ugarte, Jesus, been such a
61
trip.
million. These stats are these numbers are crazy. Where are they getting these numbers from?
um,
Apparently he might get loaned out to Galatasaray. That was a rumor I saw, which would be
Eurobarns
hilarious. Just like
love a
instantly out the
Galatasaray
door.
move. Yeah, it's
Um. All right. Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
we move.
Well, yeah. What did you think about Rosinier's first league game?
I didn't watch much of this game, to be honest. I was busy, but I did watch the end. It was fine from what I could tell. Yeah, like the João Pedro goal was initially offside, but I mean we got that scoreline was pretty flattering. Yeah, you could even tell from the stats uh,
Yeah.
it was sort of like that. Um,
15 shots is kind of crazy for
yeah,
Brentford.
that's pretty tragic. And to get away with the clean sheet was fraudulent. So it's whatever. Yeah, I'm still not sold. I mean, I am gonna get Trev for my team, but that's because he's just become a DEF CON daddy, and when he does get the clean sheet, yeah, it's pretty nice. He's sort of like an Anderson level asset, I
Yeah.
think, and I love an Anderson level asset. You
No,
know?
it is kind of crazy. He's starting to just get those DEF CONs pretty regularly now, which is very nice. Let's see.
Yeah, and Palmer is like
One,
I would
two,
avoid
yeah. The past three
obviously.
weeks he's gotten them. Oh, my bad. What'd you say?
Palmer, I would avoid. Obviously, he
Yes,
is still a hurt,
he
and
played 90
why?
though.
Yeah, like at the end of the game, though, he was like on the floor and not
Hmm.
like holding his uh, groin or whatever. That was wrapped up like a present, and
His groin was wrapped up.
like a present. That's what they say, not us. um, but yeah, I would just avoid Palmer for right now. It's just looking
Yeah.
weird. And like I said, I didn't watch all the game, but from what I hear from my Chelsea blokes, is that that was probably his worst game in a Chelsea shirt, despite the pen. So,
Really?
yep.
Damn. Foot mob rating is lying. That's
Well, that's
crazy.
because he scored a pen. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, if you get a
Yeah, that is
goal, it's
true. Like that is the great equalizer. I mean, who is the man of the oh, Robert Sanchez. Yeah,
Sanchez,
that's a
of
bounce back
course.
game. It's funny, after I talked all that shit about Robert Sanchez, he gets the man of the match. Probably got a lot of bonus points too because he made some saves, I'm sure.
I'm a Sanchez realist. Okay, like I don't think he's amazing, but I also don't think he's that bad.
Yeah,
That's
I think that's right. I actually really like Sanchez too. It's just it was fun to slander him after after that game. But yes, he got he might have been one of the highest scorers this game week. 6 saves, probably got 3 bonus.
I
Um,
think it's Pickford and Sanchez. Those are the two highest scoring keepers in the game.
yeah, shout out. Yeah, maybe I was wrong. I was like, do not bring Sanchez in, but he ended up being pretty good. I did not watch this game. I did see Nmecha's goal, which was sick. Fulham wearing red is weird, confusing.
Well, they're just red in the
Um,
stats. That also happened with the Arsenal Forest game. I was like, oh, which is red, which is white, and but
wait, I think they had a red kit. I think it was like a weird third kit.
oh,
Oh no, wait, no, you're right. Why are they red? They wore black. They could just maybe it doesn't blend in with or it blends in too much with the background of the
yeah. No, FootMob
thing.
uses dumb colors sometimes. Yeah.
I don't even see there's like no red on this jersey at all. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, Metch's goal was really good. Leeds. I didn't really watch this game actually, but Leeds have been they've been solid lately. A lot of draws, but they're climbing up in the rankings slowly, ever so
Yeah,
slowly.
Bournemouth better watch out.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I feel like this. If it does feel like this is kind of the way that the league is going to shape out. Like I'd be surprised if these three teams aren't the teams that get relegated, and if any of the teams above right now go down, I would also be a bit surprised. Although Wolves are on a bit of a heater right now.
Wolves on
They're
the prowl.
unbeaten. What'd you say?
Wolves on the prowl.
Yeah, they're unbeaten in 4, which is pretty crazy to say considering they actually had 0 points, I think, or 1 point before those 4 games. Um, yeah, this game was honestly pretty. Well, I was gonna say it was boring, but like Liverpool did have a good amount of chances. It was just I don't know. They should have scored for sure. They should have won. 32 total shots. That's insane.
And a pen. One of them being a
Yeah,
pen.
crazy.
Marcus Edwards, though, we shouted him out before the
Yes,
season started.
I did I did want to mention that. Yeah, Marcus Edwards, I think actually has scored a couple of goals recently.
Yes. Everyone should have
Yes,
listened.
in his past 8, wait, 1, 2, 3, in his past 6 Premier League appearances, he does have 3 goal contributions. So
Better
that's
than
something.
Rodgers.
Yeah, honestly, he's been better than
better than
Rodgers in that
Foden.
stretch. Yeah, sad. I mean, he probably he got some bonus probably in this Liverpool game. So yeah, I mean, could be an interesting punch differential guy to bring in. Okay, Sunderland versus Crystal Palace. I feel like this was actually very unsurprising. I expected, which is kind of surprising considering the Palace's highs earlier this season and the fact that Sunderland are newly promoted. But I really just saw them winning this game all the way. They're just really good at the stadium of late too.
Yeah, I mean, the Palace situation is pretty sad. I mean, Glasner is begging Palace to sack him. Seriously begging.
He really
Mateta,
is.
Is gone.
Yep.
I think, the exodus is beginning.
For sure. I think apparently Chris Richards is on a lot of big clubs' watch lists now.
He's gonna go to Chelsea. Watch.
That would be cool. I mean, he'd be good. He'd honestly be really good.
I mean, I would take Lacroix if I had to pick of anyone there, but
yeah, the same age. Yeah. But yeah, it is sad. I mean, what did he say? He's like, they asked Glasner like, "Will you be the coach until the end of the season?" And he's like, "I don't know."
Yeah, he was like, "I don't know, and I don't care." Yeah,
he said, "I don't care." That was it.
No, he was being such a depressed Central European guy. Like he was being
super Austrian.
Yeah, very Austrian. And we honestly with all the Spurs situation, I tuned into some Spurs supporters, and they obviously want
they want Glasner
now. Well, no, they don't want Glasner, and I'm like, what is your deal? Like, I could see how obviously Glasner's not afraid to go against the board. Like he's actually he has enough. He's earned everyone's respect. Like honestly,
for sure, he gets trophies no matter where he goes.
Yes, and it's not like it came. It's just like, how is a manager that good supposed to deal with that? It's weird because if you ask me which mid-table manager I would take from last season, it's easy to say now, but it would be Glasner. But versus Thomas Frank, and it's just like you could tell from a mile that Thomas Frank was not the guy to give a lot of resources to. You could I think if you give Glasner a lot of resources, he could actually cook. Because people say, "Oh, his Palace has been so negative." That's because he's been working with garbage, to be honest. And he's made those defenders look elite,
For
and
sure.
made Mateta look really good, but before that he was pretty anonymous. And same with Sar. Like, although he was obviously talented before he moved there, like
Oh
he
yeah,
really
but
leveled him up.
he'd had an up and down career.
Yep. And
Um,
Wharton, and
I was gonna say
even
that. I wonder if Wharton would be like. I don't know if the Wharton to Real Madrid rumors are still
that's
happening,
fake.
but
Oh gosh.
I wonder if Wharton would be at that level of prestige if if he had never played under Glasner. Like I do think that Glasner gave Wharton some aura for sure.
Of
All right,
course.
Wharton basically having the same or 10 million more transfer value than Ugarte is also insane. I think Wharton should probably be like 80 mil.
Oh yeah.
I feel like all the rumors, maybe even more than that. Like I feel like I've heard some people saying he might go for 100.
Yeah,
But
with the
yeah,
British premium. Yeah, for sure. But
I don't really see it with him. I think Anderson's better, but Elliot Anderson, I mean. But yeah,
yeah,
they're
I
different
mean, we did
players.
have. I'll never. I won't let this go. In the group chat, there was a discussion. I think it was between like who would you take, like Mainu or Wharton? And I was like Team Mainu, to be honest. I still am
Yeah.
Team Mainu because he has achieved
Nah,
more. And Wharton
I
is
would
good,
rather
but he
have
has
Warden
been.
for sure.
Uh,
That's a hilarious argument though.
no, come on, come on! You gotta take track record into effect here, and also look at Wharton has had a lot of support in that system. He's had like he didn't really have to defend because he had like the brick wall behind him, and he had wing backs to rely on, and like going forward, obviously it was sort of tough, but like Mainu, he's won things. I guess Wharton has won a
Well,
thing,
Warden won the FA
but
Cup last year. Yeah.
yes, he's won a thing, sure, but
Oh yeah,
I
I
don't
guess
know. I still
Manu
like
won
it's
the
not by
Europa
much.
League last year.
It's not
um,
by much, but I would still
no,
take
I mean,
Menu right now.
I don't know. I do think that that Amarim was wrong to like just completely give Manu the cold shoulder. But I think if Manu was as good as the Manu believers think he is, he would have played. Like it's not like Amarim is like an idiot who doesn't. I mean, I don't know. I think that like he probably would have played if he's good. I think Manu will be like a Will Hughes level midfielder, which
And
maybe
Will
is pretty
Hughes
good
is
depending
about
on how
right.
you think of
Yeah,
Hughes. But Wharton could also be a Will Hughes level player. To be
that's what I'm
fair,
saying. I
they might
think they
both
could be.
be.
I
That
think
might
they
be their
could be.
ceiling for both of them.
Yeah, I think they're both overhyped, and I think Manu's
Yeah.
just slightly better. That's what I think. Just because honestly, Manu can get a goal. He can get a goal, or
Yes.
is not good
Manu
at
can
that.
score a
So
banger, and I've literally never seen Wharton shoot the ball before, so
yes,
that is a good difference.
he's sort of like a techie, like I'm gonna pass the ball sideways guy. Like
Yeah.
I mean he's sort of like a Dollar Tree Petri, I guess. He's
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Well, no. If Thiago never had scored the crazy long shot for Liverpool, the one that like was
Mhm.
floating off the ground, he's kind of like Thiago. Like Thiago never really shot the
Yeah,
ball other than that. Like
that's
he
true.
just
Yeah.
was like a progress or not even progressive passer. He like literally only passed it sideways.
Yeah,
I
he
feel
had
like that.
Barca brain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Pep Guardiola like poisoned his brain.
Yeah.
Because he played for Pep for Barca and Bayern.
Bayern, yeah.
Yeah, so he had terminal Guardiola ball tiki taka.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, I see what you're saying with that. How about Elliot Anderson versus Wharton versus Manu?
Oh God. I mean,
Anderson, I think, is the best, but also like that is City bias for sure because we're probably
I
getting
think
him.
Anderson's stock is definitely the highest right now.
Yeah, he's the easiest one to say is the best, just based off of like
Yeah.
street, which is crazy because I think that he has the lowest market value on FootMob of those
FootMob
three.
cannot be trusted. We
Yeah,
got to go to
FootMob is so
Transfermarkt.
weird. I bet you Manu is like 80 million. Yeah, 72. All right. So he and Footmob still says that Manu and Wharton are the same value. That's kind of wild.
Mm.
I'm guessing Transfer Market would not say that. But yeah, this is a massive sidetrack.
I
Back to
revived the
FPL.
Manu versus Wharton debate. I won't let it go.
Yes, I know. This is what you came here for. If you wanted like the minutia of English midfielders. Um,
Minutia.
well, speaking of Thomas Frank and
Yes.
Spurs, this is like the most Thomas Frank at Spurs game ever.
Getting outclassed by
Um,
Nuno.
yes, yeah, the Nuno revenge game, which is awesome. I didn't even realize until now that it was at home too.
Spurs are
Um,
so bad at home. They're the worst.
yikes! Yeah,
They're the worst. 3-point lane.
3 point lane. Yeah, I love that. 3 point lane is awesome. Or shite heart lane.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like they just got outclassed. Honestly, the Nuno ball was working this game. Gotta say.
Working overtime.
Um, the game winning goal for Wolves was like the most uh like just terrorist ball set piece tactics of like they had like five guys surrounding Vicario and he just couldn't get his hands on the ball, which is tough.
Vicario is pretty weak.
But yeah, it was a deserved win for sure. And yeah, Callum Wilson, I feel like is kind of inevitable in the Premier League. Like he always just pops up and does something. Wow, I didn't realize that Arsenal had 2 xG. That's pretty crazy.
Well, Martinelli missed a huge chance in the first half,
Hmm.
and then he got hooked, which was pretty funny. Look, but like, I don't
Yeah,
know why Arteta did that.
based.
Like, I like,
Well, I don't
like,
know why. Why would he start? This is such a bad starting. The lineup's horrible. I mean, mostly
it
just
is
the forwards,
horrendous.
but
Yeah,
starting
yeah.
Gyökeres, Martinelli, and Madueke is just like that is hubris right there. And honestly, you deserve to lose for when you do
Mhm.
that. I mean,
But
Gyökeres is. I think he's becoming the most hated player for Arsenal fans. Like they're already
yes.
turning on him. Even Adam Friedland. Um, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we
interesting.
need Zoran's thoughts on Yoke.
I mean Zoran, I don't think would ever admit to disliking somebody. He just is like too positive of a person.
Yeah,
Um, but
except
he would probably
Yoke.
find a way to criticize Gyökeres in like a backhanded way.
Yeah.
um,
But like Martinelli has been on a pretty good run,
that is
like
true.
not in the Prem, but like it's just like why hook him? Like I like it was a bad miss. I don't know if you saw it,
No,
uh but it was close. Like it wasn't like a like you blazed it over the bar or something. But yeah, like it was odd. It was odd to see.
I mean Trossard is better in my opinion, just overall. I'd
Yeah,
rather have him,
but
but
I think he's better like when he has less time to play. He is like a super sub. Like that's his
yeah,
ceiling.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
that is
it's like
true.
so like when he starts or you play him for 45 minutes and it's like yeah, not great a lot of the time I think, but yeah.
He's like a late game type of player for sure. Yes, this was a classic Newcastle away game. We did call this on the last pod. When I think we were talking about Bruno G, and then we saw that it was Wolves away, and we were like, actually,
Yep, Wolves are
they
not
are gonna lose or draw this game, and
yeah, yeah,
so
yep.
yep, they didn't even get a full XG. Um, yeah, their attackers were lackluster. The Foot Mob match review says.
The AI match
Um,
review.
let's see, Mascara. What a game, 7.8. Jose Sa, that's kind of crazy that he was the player of the match for them. Chow is a good FPL asset. I've got to say,
He has
Chow and
been good.
Hall.
Hall, yeah.
Um, but yeah, I feel like Newcastle defense recently has been really solid. And so has Everton's defense. And
We
Villa,
need a piece of that Everton defense.
I
I'll say
do.
that.
I'm probably gonna bring in Tark
I
soon.
think they're the second best defense, according to goals conceded, total goals conceded. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's see. I mean, City have conceded more goals lately. No, actually, that's not even true. We haven't been conceding that much in the league. All right, so it's Arsenal, City, Chelsea, Villa, and Everton.
Oh, what was I looking at then? I feel like
Maybe it was XGC.
yeah, or it was just like the past 5 or 6 or whatever. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's
But
see.
I remember looking at the totals and being like, "Oh, that's not so bad." So I was like, "Yeah, everyone should have some of the Everton's
XG
defense."
conceded. Interesting. So actually, Arsenal, Newcastle are very much underperforming their XG conceded. Liverpool are really just. I mean, I guess they've made a lot of mistakes, and maybe Allison is low-key fraudulent, but that's really interesting, actually. So Everton have
That's why we
actually
have
been,
Pickford. That's why we have
they've been
Pickford.
outperforming. Yeah, this is a really interesting. So Sunderland are. I mean, Roofs is him. To be fair.
Yes.
Oh, and I
Yeah.
didn't even mention Sunderland, who are actually the third best in terms of goals conceded. Roofs is super good. Villa or Mickey. Interesting. Some Mickey Mouse. I might not go Everton defense at this point. This is pretty damning. Maybe it's just Pickford being good, but outperforming your XG by 7, like it feels like that's going to come back and bite you.
Fortune favors the brave, I say.
And I mean, Tark is a DEF CON magnet, so.
Pop quiz. How many DEF CONs did James Garner get in that
Oh, I
last
saw
match?
this. I don't know was it 29?
It was 29.
Yeah.
Yeah, ding, 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 ding. Yes.
Shout out. I did say, I think it was last week or a couple weeks ago, I think he is a good FPL asset, at least until Dingleberry comes back.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jimmy Garner, the United Academy boy.
I think you should get an extra point for getting above 25.
Yeah,
or
I think so
25 or
too.
above.
Do you want to have the DEF CON
We
conversation
might
now?
have
Actually,
we might have to shelve it.
yeah. This has been. I mean, I was yapping again.
We're all yapping. Oh, I also
Okay,
forgot
I do
about
want
main
to.
debate.
I do want to do. Yeah, we should do the DEF CON conversation next episode,
Yeah.
and let's do the Club World Cup conversation now. So get the TikTok camera ready. All right, let's. I need to get my content creation hat on here. So yeah, I really think that the Club World Cup is ruining this European season. If you take a look at the teams that were in the Club World Cup this past summer, you have Red Bull Salzburg, who struggled, Chelsea, who just fired their manager, Manchester City, who are in a tough run of form, Inter and Juventus. Inter just lost to Arsenal. Juventus have been struggling in this area. PSG might not even win the Liga this year. Bayern Munich. They are always going to win the Bundesliga.
Farmers League. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Dortmund struggling. Benfica and Porto. Benfica fired their manager already.
Yeah. Bruno Lage.
Yeah, shout out. And then Atletico and Real have both been struggling. Real fired their manager too. So whether it's the extra fixtures pile up, whether it's just a curse, I don't know what it is, but I really think that the Club World Cup has been messing with a lot of teams in the European soccer landscape right now.
It's been a wee bit
And yeah,
cursed.
I think injuries are tough. But sorry, what did you say?
It's been a wee bit cursed, but the Brazilian clubs, they're flying. They've been so
Yeah,
good.
this is true. And Inter Miami did win the MLS Cup, so I take it all back. Um,
Well, this is
wait, there
what we need.
was
We need Europe to we need the European downfall. That's
yeah,
hastening the downfall of Europe, which is
yes.
welcome.
It would be pretty awesome if the Brazilian and Argentinian leagues became the new most popular leagues in the world, and like all the good players went there. I'd be
Hmm.
for it.
I mean, Paqueta is leading the charge.
It's already starting. Paketa, who by the way is worth the same as Menu and Wharton. Let's see if they still. I wonder if they've updated that yet. The foot mob. Honestly, that's one of the fun things to do. Is to no, actually, he's not worth the same. He's worth more. He's worth more than than Wharton and Menu and Elliot Anderson. Expected return doubtful. That actually makes a lot of sense because
Doubtful.
he's not coming back to West Ham as a player.
Okay,
um,
Transfermarkt has Lucas Paqueta at 35 million euros, which I think is
that
more appropriate.
that is more appropriate. That still feels a little bit high to be completely honest, but like being 28 and like I just don't think he's lived up to the hype.
Mainu is at 40 million euros.
I mean that also feels fair, and I bet
Oh
Wharton's
my
like
god.
100.
Wharton 60 million.
Okay, that's a little bit of a low ball. Let's see Anderson. Anderson is probably like 80.
60
60 as
mil.
well. Interesting. Um,
Wow.
Shout out to Transfer Market. That actually Transfer Market legit is one of my favorite football slash soccer sites. It's just interesting to go through and look. Like I was looking at Bodo Glimt's overall team value before the game against City, and it's not good compared to City for sure.
It's not in the hundreds of
Although
millions.
they do have a good striker. Um, what is this guy's name? Huck. Casper Huck. This guy actually is sick.
Bro's got a
I think that
cough as a last name.
Wolves. He fits the Wolves profile. Honestly, tall guy,
Yep.
1.86 meters, whatever that means.
Well, where'd they get Wolf from? Was he he's
Oh
also a
yeah,
Norway guy.
I think Wolf was playing in Denmark, but he is Norwegian.
Oh yeah, okay.
Let's see.
He's been the turning point.
Oh no, he's playing in the Netherlands.
Oh,
Alkmaar, AZ. But yeah, he then was at Braun, which I think are they the team that just won the Norwegian league? Maybe. But yeah, no. 2024. What's weird is that Bodo Glimt didn't even win the the Norwegian league this year, so they really are just not not a team that City should be losing to. So
hmm
it's tough. Um, but yeah, I think that's it. I don't know if you had anything else. We could shelve the. We'll talk about DEF CONs next week.
Yeah. Kobe Mainu versus Adam Morton versus Elliot Anderson. Vote in the comments.
Yes, sound off in the comments. Actually, I want to see if I can make a TikTok clip about that because I feel like that would be a good like engagement bait.
Yeah.
Um, I do like yeah maybe we could even like record a new like redo our clip for conciseness. Um, but yeah, that's it's an interesting debate. But yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. Yeah, tune in to our TikTok where we'll be posting all different types of interesting content about the Club World Cup and about who you would rather have as your English midfielder of the future.
Yep.
Honestly, with the success rate of these England midfielders of the future, I feel like they might all be bad. All three of those
Yep.
guys might
They're all
turn
just
out
going to
being
become
bad.
Will Hughes, but
Yeah,
which one is going to
they're
be a...
Jack Rodwell regens. Um,
Oh, what a shout.
but yeah, also, or in fact, speaking of a promising young midfielder who is playing at Crystal Palace, welcome back to the Premier League, Conor Gallagher. Uh, But
Yeah.
yeah, they could turn out, some of these guys could turn out like Conor Gallagher too. Actually, Kobe Mainoo, Conor Gallagher, I kind of like that as a comparison. I feel like they are
I
kind of
think
similar players.
I think Elliot Anderson is more at risk of becoming a Conor Gallagher.
That's fair. Elliot Anderson is like pretty good at dribbling though, and I feel like Gallagher is. I mean, he can go forward for sure, but he more like brute forces it.
He's just a cardio merchant.
Yeah,
That's just
Anderson's a cardio merchant too for sure, so that's a
yes.
fair comparison. But yeah, we're streaming live on YouTube. We are on Instagram. You can find us in all those places at Utter Bloke Nonsense FPL. And yeah, thank you for listening. And Daichi, play us out.